It is no secret that Disney Plus has struggled to make it as a streaming app. Many of its shows have been ratings and download failures. However, it seems that a certain television show about a certain miracle worker might be taking the app by storm.
Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jacob Berry. Welcome to the Studio Jake Vidcast, where I talk about all things pop culture. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to support the channel, ring the bell, but also check out my locals community. The link is in the description. It's true, all of it. The Chosen, a television show developed by Dallas Jenkins and made by Angel Studios, has made its way to Disney Plus, at least the first 3 seasons. This is really interesting because it joins the company of TV shows like Obi-Wan Kenobi or The House of Mouse or the DuckTales remake in this big, massive library that Disney has. Now, I'm going to talk to you about a rumor connected to this in just a moment, but first, I just wanted to read from ChristianHeadlines.com the confirmation that the Chosen has made it to Disney Plus. This is ChristianHeadlines.com. The Chosen is now streaming on the home of Star Wars, Marvel, and Mickey Mouse. The Bible-based series entered Disney Plus in recent days, giving the award-winning TV show another major outlet and placing it in front of the company's 112 million subscribers. The first 3 seasons of the 4-season series are on Disney Plus, while The Chosen is available on Netflix. Only the first season can be accessed there. Of course, the series can still be viewed for free on its own app. Director and creator Dallas Jenkins celebrated the new venture, saying on his Facebook page, "Seasons 1 through 3 are getting to another new audience. The Chosen may be the most popular faith-based project of the past 2 decades, having landed on the cover of TV Guide and having sold out theaters when it debuted at the box office. It's been the #1 grossing movie in America multiple times. More than 200 million people have watched The Chosen, according to new data the company behind the series released this year." Well, that's fantastic. I think that it's important to get the story of Christ in front of as many people as possible. Now, I know that some theologians or ministers have some issues with The Chosen because it definitely relies on, shall we say, Christian mythology to fill in some of the gaps where we're unsure about Christ's ministry to prolong the series. As long as it's done tastefully and it doesn't portray Christ differently from the Bible, I don't have a problem with that as long as the creators make it clear this is fiction. Like I remember I watched The Son of Man, which was a spin-off of the Bible miniseries, which I did watch the Bible miniseries as well, but this scene just stuck out to me when I saw the film spin-off Son of Man, where they combined Levi joining the disciples of Christ with Christ telling the story of the Pharisee and the regular person praying at the temple. So that was a fictitious way to tell the story. We don't actually know if that's when Christ recruited, or it might have been Matthew. Maybe it was Matthew in the scene. But whatever the case, I think that there's nothing wrong with that, is what I'm trying to say. As long as it is done to advance the story, the narrative of the Gospels. Now, I think it's really cool that it's gotten on several other apps. I've seen it on Peacock, I've seen it on Tubi, I've seen it on Netflix, and now it is really neat to see it on Disney Plus. Like I said, it joins the pantheon of Marvel Studios, Pixar, and Lucasfilm projects. And I think it's interesting because here's a rumor. So please take this with a grain of salt. I'm not saying this is true or untrue. My opinion is that I tend to believe it, but you are not obligated to agree with me about this rumor. The rumor is that The Chosen, which again is an Angel Studios project, which don't forget, Disney actually tried to memory hole Sound of Freedom, which was originally with 20th Century Studios when Disney bought them. It moved to Disney, and they actually tried to disrupt the project before it got picked up by Angel Studios. So keep that in mind. The Chosen is made by Angel Studios. The main rumor is that The Chosen is outpacing all of the Disney content, which that seems to be a fad with Disney Plus. The Taylor Swift concert, which didn't actually bring in any new subscribers to Disney Plus, they got the exclusive streaming rights to one of Taylor Swift's concerts when she did it before debuting her new album, and it immediately rocketed to the top spot on Disney Plus. And like I said, it didn't garner any new subscribers for them, but the people already subscribed watched it. Then the same thing happened with Bluey. When the new season of Bluey, and I believe a TV movie based on the Bluey series, was uploaded to Disney Plus, it immediately skyrocketed. And now this new rumor suggests The Chosen has joined those two other projects. So a television show about the life of Christ is rocketing to the top of Disney Plus. Now, like I said, that is a rumor, so I'm going to reiterate that. My opinion is that I think this rumor is true because we've seen this in a pattern. Bluey is not a Disney project. It comes from an Australian animated studio, and for a while it existed only as an Australian project before it got moved, I think, to YouTube first, and then other streaming services have picked it up. It's another one that's been on different ones. And again, same with the Taylor Swift concert. Skyrockets, not a Disney project. It seems that Disney is riding on the success of other people's, which is what they did in the time of the Disney Renaissance, where they were actually still producing quality content. They stood on the backs of these amazing animators, and then promptly towards the turn of the century, fired most of them and forced them to train their replacements, which was horrible. And I think that kind of started to spell the beginning of the end for Disney and how it allowed the woke mind virus to infect the way it does business. And I think with The Chosen coming back and then appearing on and then skyrocketing, again, rumored, allegedly, I should say, I think that this is a good thing for those of us who are looking for high quality content that's not drowning in political pandering. Because I'll tell you why. Now, I've not watched the Chosen series, so I'm going off of what other people have told me about the show, okay? So just bear that in mind. I think that this is a good thing because while the story is the story of Christ, from what I've been told, the story doesn't try to stuff a bunch of life lessons or finger wagging speeches. Now, obviously, Christ was a teacher during his time on earth, so there are some moments like that, but we expect that, especially since he was the leader of 12 disciples that he was trying to teach to prepare the way for his church. Now, with it skyrocketing while on the platform of Disney Plus, with that in mind, I think that this will eventually lead to good things for us who like to consume projects, because hopefully the people behind Disney, the people behind Warner Brothers, the people behind insert studio here, Amazon MGM, will see that. We'll see how popular these are. Because also, don't forget, The Sound of Freedom, though Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, other streaming services passed on it, ultimately ended up on Prime Video. Hopefully, with the success of it there, as well as the success of The Chosen, the alleged success of The Chosen on Disney Plus, this will teach them that people are hungry for this sort of apolitical content and also other faith-based projects. I would like to see more of that happen. I would like to see these studios with bigger resources develop stories like they used to, like I mentioned, the Disney Renaissance, right? That's how we got The Lion King and Aladdin and a whole host of other amazing Disney films. Tarzan, which has an amazing soundtrack by Phil Collins, by the way. Once they see that, they'll realize, hey, maybe this is a good thing. This is what we need to do to bring back our audience. We need to start making high quality, important content that's not just based on political pandering to, whoever it is during that time. No more finger wagging, no more lectures on the climate. We're just going to go in, make some solid movies, and then also feature a return of subtlety. Like I said, this is just a rumor. I'm not the only one who talked about The Chosen rising in the streaming ranks. Overlord DVD, I believe, was the first to report on it, but it seems to have gotten wind. That's why I think there is something to this rumor. So, congratulations to Dallas Jenkins, to Angel Studios, for getting The Chosen in front of so many eyeballs. And I do hope that this will signal a change of pace in the entertainment industry, especially when it comes to these streaming services.
Cause I've been living life right like I could just die